Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm carrying on today with my 30-day minimalism challenge, and this one is in my craft room. And the last few days, well, almost, in fact I think it had been a whole week, I've been going through my art supplies. I found a local art charity that is willing to accept my art supplies, which is great because I can pass them on. So for days 17, 18, 19, I've got these 54 pencils that I picked out. So there's 34 of these W.H. Smith's coloured pencils, which are the ones that I used to use before I had my polychromos. I then had some pastel and chalk, or pastel chalk pencils, and I did like these, but I didn't use them that often. They were nice to play with, but I figured that I would let them go to somebody who would like to play with them more than I would. So there's the other 20 in here. So altogether that's 54, which covers my days 17, 18 and 19. And then the next 3 days I went through all of my other pencils, and I decided that I would let go of these miscellaneous brand ones. These are the Derwent ones, the Colour Soft. I bought these because sometimes I struggle with my hands, and also I wanted some extra skin tones, and these are quite soft leads, but they weren't soft enough to make a big difference to when I'm holding the pencil, how kind of stiff my hands get. So I decided to let them go, and I also found some other random brands. I don't know what brand these are, but these are going to be used in an after school kids club, so I don't think they'd care. So there's some more here, and I also had these mechanical pencils, but they're actually got coloured leads in, and altogether there is 22 of these, so I figured they'd be great for the kids club. Because when I went to the charity I wasn't exactly sure if they would take things and what they would want, and when they told me it was a kids charity I was able to go back and have a look in my stash to see if there was anything else. The other thing I knew I wanted to let go were these W.H. Smith's watercolour pencils, and these were great starters, but they are not pigmented enough for me, and while I enjoyed sketching with them for my watercolour drawings, I don't need to keep them. I mean, the only one I really sketched with was the skin coloured one, so I just bought one skin coloured one so that I could give the set away, and that will be going to the kids art group as well, and there's 36 of those. Oh dang it, I knew that was going to happen. So altogether that was 72, so there's 22 pencils in the first two bundles. I've got these 12 metallic pencils which I'm probably going to give to the art group at church, so I'll keep those separate. The 36 watercolour pencils, and I have these two, I thought they were eraser pencils, but it actually says water-based varnish on them, and I used to use them as erasers, but over time I feel like they've gone hard, but they haven't. They're still soft, but I don't know why. I just don't seem to get on with them anymore. I mean, you can see that I used one of them quite a lot, but I haven't used them for a while, so I figured I'd let them go to the art charity because there's probably someone there that actually knows what the heck to do with these things. So there you go. Yeah. The other thing that I'm going to give away to my church, because I noticed they didn't have one, is this pencil sharpener. Now this is a really great artist pencil sharpener, and obviously I'm going to clean it before I give it away. It's got the 3 different ones, and yeah, I do really like it, but I bought a cheapy one and I just love it more for some reason. And this was like £4.50 or something ridiculous. And I really love my cheapy one more. So I'm just going to keep that one and give away the nice arty one to my church group. And then I also decided to throw away 2 items because I needed some extra things for day 23. So I am going to throw away these scissors. I mean, they're pretty janky. They're the really, really old X-cut ones. And I didn't really care that all the bits were like peeling up. Apart from now, there's one edge, I think it's this one, where the coating on like the rubbery bit has worn away, so the plastic actually digs in my hand when I'm cutting. So even though the actual scissors themselves are great, the handle hurts my hand, so I'm going to throw them away because I don't want to gift something that's going to hurt somebody. And I'm going to chuck this away because the little sticky stuff, you're supposed to be able to squeeze it and the tack comes out the end, and this one's either gone hard and dried up or it was broken to start with, because I've never been able to get more out of it. And I've also mashed up the end. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can just trust me. So I'm just going to throw this away, and I have bought a replacement already. So I don't know if that counts as an item or not, but I just thought I'd tell you that I'm going to throw it away. So those are going in the bin. I don't think you can recycle those. And then I'm going to probably sell these sets of sprays. Just get them out. I've been trying to box them up carefully in case people want to buy things from me, or I'm going to donate them because I wouldn't want them to be damaged. And thank you to everybody who has bought some of my Nouveau drops. I had a couple of ladies buy some. There's still loads left if anyone wants them, but for everybody that's bought something off me already, I really appreciate it. Or even if you just said I'd like something and paid the postage, I still really appreciate it. Okay, so there are 12 of these sprays altogether. I have dark calico, and these are the Studio Calico ones. I bought these in a kit from Create and Craft. This one's black, it's called Passport. This one is Classic Tan, it's like a beigey camel colour. This one is called Warm Calico, it's another brown, but it's like a lighter version. Wrong one. Yeah, that's quite a reddy brown, and this is more of an ashy brown. This one is a Shimmer Shine. It's just called Shine. I think it's clear with a shimmer, like Perfect Pearl kind of thing. I haven't used these for a really long time. This one's called Estate Green. It's quite a nice grass green. Plum Thumb. It's quite red. The orange is called Sunset. This one's opaque white. This is actually a really nice white. This one's called Taxi. It's bright yellow. And this one's Manila. It's another kind of like tanny colour, but it's a more yellow version. And this one is probably my favourite. It's called Ellen Blue, but it comes out like greeny teal. And I cannot remember how much I paid for these. I think I bought them in sets of 3, I know that much. And I think I got like 2 sets for £8. But I'd say £5 for all of them, if anyone wants them. They are, from what I remember, opaque. They're not like translucent like Dilutions. And I have a feeling that this Shine one might be the exception to that. I honestly can't remember. that I know that most of them are opaque, and I have used them, some more than others, so there's a varied amount in the bottles. I think the Shine one I've used probably the most, but yeah, whatever's left in them, and if you want them, I would probably say £5. You get a good selection of colours. You could probably make most of the rainbow with that, and add it's going to be £2.95 for postage. If you want to wait for me to post you things till I finished all my Destash just to save on postage, then that's fine. You just have to let me know that you're interested and you want to buy it from me. Yeah, or if you want something but you don't have the money right now, just let me know. I'm sure we can sort something out. But anyway, that is my days 17 to 23, and if you're really interested in the numbers, you can read it off my sheet, or you can just trust me that there is like a ridiculous amount of items here. So I've only got 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I've got one more week left. Wow, only a week. I feel like I'm going to need longer than that to destash this room. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying watching me go through the painstaking task of going through everything in my craft room. And I really hope actually that it inspires you to do your own destash. Oh, a couple more bits I don't want that I'm going to give to the art charity. Yeah, I really hope it encourages you to do your own destash if that's something that you need to do. I know for me it's been really enlightening going over things and understanding about myself the things that I thought I would use that I didn't. And I can't remember if I mentioned this in my last Destash video or not, but I actually did a calculation. I went back and watched every single haul video that I'd done last year, and I counted the number of items that I had bought in each of the videos. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. Each of the videos, I counted all the items up, and then I went through and counted how many of those I'd actually used, and 64% of the items that I bought last year I haven't used yet. And that's not to say I won't use them, but it was really enlightening that if I'm out shopping, I could probably put back 2/3 of the things in my basket and still be great and have enough stuff to craft with. So for me that was really enlightening, and the types of things that I bought that I didn't use was also very enlightening. And so now when I go shopping, I can be more mindful about the fact that I'm not going to buy 50 million napkins, although I did go out and buy some napkins today, but I had a specific purpose in mind for them. So I'm hoping that will fix the napkin thing. But yeah, anyway, oh, I'm just kind of chuckling at myself that I just did that without realising. That's kind of funny. But anyway, that is... I can't stop laughing. Anyway, that's my realisations go through this process. I hope you enjoy learning from my pain and that you enjoy watching these videos. Yeah. Bye guys. 50 awesome points to everybody who got this far in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can find out when I release new videos. And there are a couple of videos here for your delectation if you so desire.